Hey everyone, it's Chris at Line Punch Forge. Today, a short video on how I clean and lubricate and polish my rolling mill. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is explain some of these products that I personally use and then show you my process. Shouldn't take too long, but please do subscribe, like, comment, share, all that other fun stuff for YouTubes and the Instagrams and the Facebooks. So, without further ado, see, I have my GoPro. We're going to talk about cleaning and polishing rolling mill. So, yesterday I spent a day just kind of playing around with leaf patterns and all sorts of other fun things. And by the end of the day, I had some stuff built up on the rolling mill that I didn't want to keep there. So what I ended up doing is just going over, and at the end of the day, at the end of my session in the shop, I clean and lubricate my mill. Every single time, just make it a habit. Like turning off your gas for the acetylene tanks. You know what I mean. All right, so keeping my mill nice and clean and all that, I like to use a synthetic rag. This one's got a nice thick pill to it, so it's kind of smudgy. I don't like using some of the others because they have long threads that come undangled and they end up causing more problems than they're worth, because you end up getting it caught into the rolls, and what that ends up doing is clogging up your bearings, and you don't want that. So what I will end up do is I took a cloth like this and I cut it to be just undersized to the size of the rollers that I have. My mill is a 160, so I cut this just shy of maybe 150, so a little bit less than that. And then what I have is somewhere around here, I seem to have misplaced it, a dowel, a wood dowel that has fallen on the floor. This guy is also cut just under about 150 millimeters. So what it does is it fits between the rollers on the rolling mill. And I'm going to adjust the camera so you can see. The rag that I have, the synthetic stuff, is just under right about there. So it fits in between nice. And then the dowel, the same thing. What I will do is I will take the dowel and I will wrap it half into the rag, and then what I end up doing is fitting it through my rollers, rolling it right through, and then clamping down onto it. But before I do that, I like to use this. It's basically a multi-purpose lubricant and a corrosion inhibitor. It does not leave a nasty juicy film like WD-40 will. WD-40 is not something I recommend on any sort of product that would be sensitive to dust adhering to it, because WD-40 will attract dust and it'll get all gummed up and stuff, and you don't want that. So what I'm going to end up doing is taking this guy, I'm going to spray him both sides just with a little bit of this. And so once I get that done, I got this nice little package here. This guy is going to go on the other side of the rolling mill, and I'm going to adjust my camera real fast. And basically I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to roll him right through my rollers. So that comes through. Make sure it doesn't get caught up in the bearings. nice and snug. What I have is my rag coming through, and I can just roll. And with the oil on there, it's going to clean it. What you can do is clamp it down. You're not trying to get that dowel through the rolling mill. If you pick a big enough dowel, it's not going to go through anyway. But you're not trying to crush it. What you're trying to do is trap both sides of that towel and provide enough lubrication on it that it cleans your rollers for you. And we're just going to roll that around. And I'll tighten it up a little bit. And the thick pill on this will actually clean out these grooves too. So that's nice. And I'm just going to roll. I'll slightly just tighten it up a little bit. After you get that all cleaned up, I use Flitz metal polish. And I'll just put a little dab here and there. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll roll it around. Let me do that real quick. I did this earlier, so I'm not going to put too much on there. That's it. And then I will take this guy, pull him out, and I will just sandwich him up, put him in a little plastic bag, and I'm done. And the reason I seal this up and put it in a plastic bag is I don't want it to get inundated with metal chips or anything like that. And after you get done, you can also just slightly wipe those down. Just like that. And then to finish it off, I'll put my handle in the up position and then just tighten my mill down so the handle stays in place. And that's how I take care of my mill. So till next time, hope you guys have a good day and stay safe, stay clean, wash your hands, and do something for your neighbor. Talk to you soon.